In August of 1966, I was drafted into the United States Army. All I knew at the time was there was a war going on in Vietnam, and very little else. Like our veterans who served their country after January 1st, 1973, I had very little choice. Veterans who served after January of 1973 all have one thing in common. They all volunteered to serve their country, willing to risk everything, including their lives. There is a major distinction between being drafted and volunteering. Those of us who were drafted had to make a decision considering three possibility outcomes. The first outcome was to say yes. The second outcome was to say no and go to jail. And the third outcome was to flee the country. Veterans, on the other hand, who volunteer, just say yes, and they step forward. There was nothing to consider. They just do it without regard to their personal well-being. That's the character of the men and women who are currently protecting America and our way of life today. I have a great deal of respect for them, both men and women who have volunteered to serve our country today. There is no greater gift that one can give another than their willingness to risk their lives for them. My intention tonight is that by sharing my military story with you, that you may experience some similarities in your own story, and as a result, be willing to reach out and share your story with a fellow veteran, some of them who are still suffering from their military experience. One thing I've found over the last 30 years working with veterans is that by sharing their stories, they are relieved from the pain of their past. I have broken down tonight's episode into three parts. Part one, what the hell happened? Part two, what it was like to return to civilian life. And part three, what it's like now.